Bitcoin bulls charge back, but there are hidden warning signs. You guys, if you are new here, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss out on all things crypto. Now, let's dive straight in. Today, huge day as we just got the latest CPI, Consumer Price Index results, and they're shaking things up in the markets. The numbers are in, so here's what you need to know. They're lower, first of all, and now let's go back. Oh, sorry. First of all, and now let's go. Yeah, I always forget that. I'm really sorry. The numbers are lower. Thank you, MB, for letting me know. That's always because I have the video back, and now that I have music for you guys, it's kind of like a bit confusing for me. But yeah, that's good, much better. Okay, cool. So sorry about that once again. Yes, I had a twin fall premiere. This is what happens when I go live, honestly. Like, there is always, I tell myself, shut the video, but then I also want to chat with you guys, like, before I start the stream, hence why we have this happening. But yesterday, we reviewed a little bit about the CPI and what it is. And again, I'm going to repeat it to you guys so you know, so I kind of engrave it in your head. So yeah, if the CPI is lower than expected, it suggests that inflation is not as high as anticipated, right? So lower inflation means there is less pressure on the Feds to raise interest rate, for example, and higher interest rates make riskier assets like crypto less attractive, right? And people want to focus more on like assets like bonds, for example, like that. And then lower than expected CPI can also lead to improvement in the overall sentiment in the market. With inflation cooling down, people are feeling more confident and are willing to take more risk, which can boost the demand for crypto assets, right? So that's it. And we had it today. Let's see what we had it at. Let me just put the screen up here. This is the video that I stopped. Sorry, sorry about that. Okay, so we had it at 0.2. 0.2, that's bullish, right? This is what we want to see, and that's what we saw today. And market is currently dumping, by the way, so we're gonna have a look and see why that's happening. Again, you have to restart the chat now because it empties up. Nice to see you back, Jet. Yeah, so we were like trying to figure out the times because I started streaming an hour earlier because the times are changed in the UK. Actually, no, in the US, in the UK, they're changing on the 30th of March. So it is what it is. I think, yeah, we start from now just to keep things simple, and that's it. It's a bit weird for me because it's earlier, but anyway, it is what it is. Now, you guys, grab a coffee or whatever you need to get. Let's jump into today's live stream. I want to hear your thoughts on CPI numbers. They're lower. So what are we doing today? Are we shorting or we're buying? I have the two scenarios ready for you guys, so we're gonna get in. But I wanted to let you know also that I am doing a course for you guys, right? Which I think is gonna be very, very cool. So yeah, I'm gonna announce the news about that when I figure everything out. And yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool. And you guys are gonna have access to it. You're gonna be the first ones that I'm going to teach. So I'm very, very excited about that. Let me see a little bit my mic like that. I need to move it. So then, all right, let's jump into the charts right now and see what's going on. Okay, so by the way, if you haven't joined Discord, join Discord because that's where I do the daily reviews, and everyone is going to tell you in the chat. You guys, Dodgy, Paul, everyone who's in my Discord, let everyone know in the chat about my daily reviews, and if they're helpful for you guys. I hope they are. I think they're great. But yeah, so I did one earlier today, and this is what we explained this morning. We had you know, the high of the range here that we were expecting to be swept, and of course this candle swept it, and now it's traveling a little bit down. But this is not confirmation for anything, because especially now that we had the good results, we are looking for higher prices. And honestly, I can see that happening right now because this is the zone that I'm interested, 82,466.2. If I had seen price drop through that level, right, I'm willing to take shorts on a retest to that level, actually, to chase this resistance down here, which is a breaker block that yesterday we retested perfectly, and we came back up from it. But as we see prices rejecting from here, which is telling me that we're going to at New York Open, we are going to see potential buys continuation to the upside to clear some liquidity, right? And then maybe things can get really, really positive for us. Now, what I said earlier in the daily review is that this sell zone has already been mitigated once. Pre-market, I'm not very interested in trading it, but it's still good to observe it, right? It's already been mitigated. That's from yesterday. So here, yesterday, we had this sell. No, sorry. That's a lie. We had, I think, was it this sell or this sell? I don't remember anymore, but it was very short-lived. Oh, it was this one here. This sell down here, it was very short-lived. In fact, I wanted it to come a bit higher, but it didn't. And yeah, very short-lived sell, and then tapped into the breaker block and then continued up. And now we have positive news, so it's probably going to be a rotation type of situation, and then we continue to the upside. Some resistance here, probably break that, probably not. We'll see, but it's looking good. The funny thing is though, Ethereum is weak today. Ethereum is weaker, right? We have the same thing. We have the breaker block. We have one retest, second retest. We have this resistance up here, which we're still respecting right now, right? And this resistance I get using my indicators. You guys, if you haven't got the indicators, go and get them. They're in the description box. They're just 20 bucks, you guys. Everyone is using them in my Discord, and people absolutely love them. They're very simple to use. They're going to show you the liquidity, they're going to show you the support, they're going to show you the resistance, and it's going to help you a lot, especially if you're scalp trading. It's for long-term trades as well. They work perfectly like on altcoins and everything when you identify like the big buy zones, like let's say on the daily, on the weekly time frame. Is really, really cool. Okay, so Ethereum, nothing interesting. We're just chopping it up here in this range, and it's not very pretty. It's weaker right now. It wasn't the case the other day, but now this is what we're seeing. ETH is weak. Even Solana is starting to show more strength than ETH, which is quite interesting. We can see that the highs here were not taken on ETH, like this one, for example. And on Bitcoin, we have done that. We have taken the high, right? Solana, we have taken the highs. Okay, so this is what usually happens. There is always a reaction when there is like a high and low created, and then we take one of that highs, such as this one, and then we have some sort of reaction. That's like, you can trade that kind of stuff on the 1 minute time frame. I'm excited to teach you guys on the course about these things, because it's kind of obvious when it happens. Yeah, it obviously takes a little bit of experience, but that's fine. All right, so from here on, what are we looking at? Okay, so we have bullish news, that's clear. It's very possible that, you know, a lot of people are actually going to tell you in the industry, when you have CPI and PPI, stay away from the markets, don't trade. But if you have the zones identified, I think, in my opinion, price goes where it's supposed to go. So today I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are. Let's go on the 4 hour first. I just want to make sure that you guys see the prices. You do. Okay. I don't really see the comments. Let's move them on. Yeah, it's only good for scalping now. Yeah, Captain JJ knows. Joker is here. Hey, that's nice. I didn't see that. Okay, by the way, me and the Joker are cooking some stuff for you guys, and it's gonna be very, very cool. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so moving on. I know there is lots of drawing on the charts, and you know, that's hard for you guys to see. We can actually move to a clearer chart, so it's better for you. Okay, so we've talked about this for like the past week now. We've had this double liquidity formation. We have cleared the low of the liquidity. So this buy from here was very insecure buy. There is no way in hell I would have taken that buy down here, because for me it's very, very risky and everything is still super bearish. So I am extremely careful right now. Interesting thing is we just swept this highs as per the daily update that we had on Discord. So yeah, what does that mean? That means we've taken Asia high as well. thanks to the indicator we found out. And now we're printing some sort of doji candle. Now the subsequent 4-hour candle is going to give us a little bit more clues on what is price doing. If the subsequent candle close is bearish, then that means that we're going to potentially range a little bit more here. If it's bullish, that are going to be good news, because that means that now we're going to be going for these two highs, potentially this high as well, and then guess what, potentially clearing that liquidity up here on the 4-hour, which is going to be really, really great. But trust me, over here we're going to find a lot of resistance in that area, in between 99,477 and between 95,145. We're gonna have some serious resistance over there, and you know, I don't know what to tell you, but you know, in my opinion, we're gonna get lower prices in general, because looking at the equities, and you know, a lot of people are talking about the equities. Right now we're trading at a super duper support. By the way, this is super duper support at 19,299. But I'm gonna tell you something, yeah, don't get mad at me, this is just the charts, yeah. We have more lower side. We have 17,343. Mark my words, we have that low for Nasdaq. This is not the first time. I trade Nasdaq for years, okay? So I'm telling you, if we have this and prices, you know, breaking structure like that to the downside, it is not good. It's not looking good, bruv. No. So that's the thing, right? But yesterday, the good news is that yesterday we had this drop, right? We had this drop. Sorry, the last 2 days we had this drop of like 4.67%, and it wasn't as bad as I expected for Bitcoin. So that means that we might get this drop down, which from here is going to be another around 10-11%, which means that it's not going to be super bad for Bitcoin. Initially, when I was looking at this chart, I thought, okay, that's it, we're cooked. We're gonna see 65k Bitcoin, and that's gonna be it for us. But now that's not the case anymore, right? It's not the case anymore, because I think we're not gonna go that low soon as price starts retracing. Okay, that's the busy chart. Let's get the cleaner chart. As soon as price starts retracing, actually, we need the busy chart for that. I'm sorry, guys. We need the busy chart. That's fine. If we zoom in a little bit, that's going to be okay. So that is going to mean for us that we're probably going to see the 75k 0.5 zone, right? This is what I think it's going to happen. And when we go, if we go that low, it's going to be in the following manner. We're going to go low, right? But we're going to wick so hard through our areas. It's going to be a big wick. And they're going to make sure that nobody managed to get in a buy here. If you were awake, if you were at the charts, this is what usually happens. So what I tend to do in situations like that is I tend to put orders in, right? So I am tagged, and I'll put more than one order. High lev, low lev. It's going to be very different, because I want to make sure that I'm in on right, that I catch these trades. But I'm telling you, a lot of people have their stop losses down here, and I'm gonna break down the bad news for you. Let's have a look. This low right here is liquidity, I'm pretty sure. Let me have a look. Was it on the 5 minutes? Yeah, on the 5 minute, this low down here is liquidity. Let's remove down here. So everyone who entered here on that breaker block, for example, it's gonna get wiped eventually, right? And the funny thing is, price is reacting because this is pretty much the range high, right? So we've just taken that with this price action here. Do you guys see, or do I need to zoom in, or what's the situation? Let me know in the chat box. So yeah, we've just wiped this range high. So now it's actually not going to be a huge surprise to me if we start dumping from here, even on the good news. Or we don't do anything, we range, we let the 4-hour give us some more clues, and then tomorrow we get some PPI news, and then we actually dump. Like, that would be crazy. And even it's starting now, to be honest, as I'm seeing, like, this is not good, right? We're starting to break through that level here. This is not good, right? This level needs to hold. If that level doesn't hold, maybe we're gonna see lower prices today, which is gonna be very, very weird, because we just had some bullish news and yet again we're still dumping, right? So that's, let me watch that, because I might take that trade actually. So yeah, that's the situation right now. Let's have a look at dollar index. Yeah, for lower prices. Dollar index reminds me of Bitcoin yesterday. I'll tell you why. Because we had on the 4-hour this lower target, but we continued to print and retrace candles to the upside. We had a gap. We've closed it here immediately, so I'm not interested in that. So right now, I feel that from here we might print a fractal high, and then like just continue to rise instead of drop, which is what we want, right? We want to drop. We want dollar index to drop. That's what we want, right? So let's see if we have any liquidity here on the weekly. Yeah, this is it. Like, double liquidity for you. And this is what potentially might happen for Bitcoin, right? Which we just had on the 4-hour. We just reviewed the double Bitcoin. We've taken the double liquidity on the lower side. We trade up, we take the high, and we start dropping, right? This could be happening right now as we speak. So yeah, it's very important to watch these. Let's have a look at Solana real quick, see what's happening. Okay, so Jesus Christ, how did we get that on Solana? Like, that's insane. So see, I haven't even been tapped into the order, so I'm expecting lower prices, but not much lower, to be honest. Actually, I have 2 positions, I think, here. No, this is the only one. Well, again, that's actually not my my correct position. It's just like for illustrational purposes, where I'm going to be looking for buys, but I think there's going to be a little bit of more lower side to that, right? Same thing for Ethereum. I think we're going to go probably somewhere around the 16,500 zone. You know, I heard some crazy things, you know, so what, Ethereum to $800. I don't believe that's going to happen. But what I do know is that we have this massive liquidity on the equities, and this is what I'm interested in, right? We're looking at 9%, around 9% on S&P 500, right? I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, that's the current situation, you guys, and we're gonna be watching for this Bitcoin price action now on a lower time frame, but we're still rejecting. I'm not seeing, like, you know, I'm not seeing a clean break of this. Not seeing a clean break. So if this candle rejects here, it's probably bullish. So yeah, I'm just waiting. But it's kind of crazy because we have bullish news, but my bias is kind of bearish because I think the move is exhausting. But at the same time, we have liquidity here. If we have a look, was it on the 15-minute? No, 15-minute was cleared. I think it was lower time frame. Yeah. So we have some liquidity at around the you know, the 89K and everything. So I'm willing to think that we might continue to the upside, but yeah, we have to wait and see what price is showing us, and this is what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna be here this afternoon watching for trades right now because I'm interested to place a bet today. Let's see. Yeah, the news didn't move the market that much. It's pretty much like doing nothing at the moment. But one thing I noticed, was it on ES? Yeah, S&P. Like, usually when I see a candle like this, right, like this, I'm expecting for a wick fill. So this could just be a manipulation, and then we come back and we fill that wick here, right? because we're trading at this support zone. So that's pretty much it. That's what I'm seeing, you guys. 1500 to 890 actually. Yeah. Someone said that to me. I hope that's not happening, but yeah, as you can see, we're rejecting from my zone, so there is no shorts confirmed for now. That was very quick rejection, and I'm happy that I'm watching price with you guys, so you see how I think, right? You have to see how I think. Price just traded down here, and I'm like, okay, if we close down here, I'm taking a short, but price is rejecting it. So we're still bullish. There's absolutely no reason for me to take this short as of now. And I'm more leaning on creating a little bit of range right now before we either take more moves to the upside, or yeah. I'm honestly I'm expecting higher prices right now. There is no reason for me to short, because my only short setup is as we speak getting invalidated right now, and I don't have any reason to long right now. Do you understand? Patience is everything. You have to control your emotions. This is what I learned. You have to be in control of your emotions. Like, honestly, you guys, I'm trying to control myself. I really want to participate. I really want to take long. I wanted to take this scalp short earlier, right, when this range high was taken here. You know, you think I didn't want to take that trade? Of course I wanted to take that trade up here. Look, right? As soon as we have that high swept and these highs here with this candle, I was like, this is the perfect short, right? But it was going to be long, like a short-lived thing, right? So I would have taken it, but now here I have to take profits. And my stop loss would have been here. So what that would have been, but you know, mind you as well, I'm preparing the stream and everything. So let's say I shorted here. I put my stop loss above the high, and I would have taken, yeah, almost 1 to 2. Let's say 1 to 2. Right? 1 to 2 risk reward, because I would have taken profits down here. So, you know, but that's one thing. When I'm preparing the streams and when I'm like trying to catch up with everything and make sure that everything's fine so I can be live for you guys, this is what happens. I don't take this small scalps, but that was a brilliant trade, right? This is what I was looking for when I gave you the live update earlier today. So yeah, that was brilliant. And now we can see that it's rejecting from here. So if I'm in my trading mode right now, I would probably check for liquidity on a lower time frame. I'll put my stop loss down here or something, and then I'll be taking something like that, right? Let's see the liquidity. Problem is we have liquidity down here as well, but this zone needs to hold. If it doesn't hold, then I'm looking to short. It's very simple. It's very simple, right? If the zone breaks, I'm short. If it doesn't break, I'm long. Like, that's it. And then I take profits at the next. VET looks good. Does VET look good? A chart from the low from 7/2023. Let's have a look at VET. Okay, cool. Fine. Let's look at some alts actually. That's gonna be fun, I think. Guys, if you haven't liked the video, please go ahead and like it, and then don't forget to put a comment actually down below when I finish the video. Oh no, I just removed it. When I finish the video, because that helps the algo. La. Let's have a look at VET. Let's go on the weekly. Oh my gosh. What a... This was a perfect trade. Buy zone left here. Liquidity created. And just wipe the liquidity and just send it down. VET. This is what we were looking for, I think. Last time we looked at VET. All right, let's have a look now. Yeah. Let's calculate the percentage 1 sec. Let's see what happens here. Where are we right now? We have another 18% drop, I think. We're probably going to go down and retest that zone. Luca della Seta della Seta. So glad I found you. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Love it. Another 18% drop on VET is what my what my crystal ball is telling me. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any crystal ball. But yeah, if there is a drop, it's probably going to be something like that. Okay, let's go on a lower time frame. That's fine. Actually, what zones did you give me? From July 2023. Shall we look July 2023? What are we that on a monthly? January, February, May, June, July. July. Is that the low that I've marked? You mean June? Because I've marked that low here. I've marked that low down here. It's probably liquidity on the lower time frame. If I've marked it like that. La 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 la. Are we gonna see it? No. Is it on the 12 hour? Oh yeah. Oh, not grape. It's not grapeness. It is not grapeness. Is there a tool that helps you calculate the optimum highest leverage multiplier based on the size of your stop loss? Actually, no. And you guys know I use Bluffin, so it's very easy for me to calculate my leverage because I can see where I'm getting liquidated and I just adjust it. So Alexo Crypto, yeah, I hope you're well too. Yeah, man. Hope you're super grape. We say grape here, we don't say great. There is a reason for that. Only my OGs know how funny that actually is. Okay, so on the 12 hour, we have this liquidity here from June 2023. This is not great news. Let's have a look. Actually, what a drop would that be? That'll be another 45% drop. To be honest, I'm not in favor of VET going that low. I'm not in favor of VET going that low. Not at all. In fact, but this is not a bullish chart. We're looking at a bearish chart. So we're pretty much looking at a bearish chart. And right now the price leg is la la la. Let's have the fib tool. What is with my la 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 today? I can't hear the music, probably that's why. We're trading in a bearish leg. So yeah, we're currently into the buy zone, but price might drop somewhere here in the lower levels of you know, in the lower levels of between 1 and 0 and 0.236. We know that very well by now. So if we have that, Sugar Cookie knows. Okay, if we have that, that means that we could go lower, right? Because in a bearish leg, we could break that leg to the downside, because now we're going in price discovery to the downside, which is not a very good thing. So I'm not in favor of VET too much right now. Plus, I'm not seeing much liquidity. So there is nothing much interesting going on this chart, besides probably some buys, I don't know, on the 12 hour. Yeah, maybe at around 0.05771. That's where price would probably go to take that liquidity. And then if I'm in a trade, I'll probably take that profits and run, because also guess what, that area is just around above the 0.5. And what have we said about bearish legs, you guys? What have we said about bearish legs? As soon as price reaches to the 0.5 in a bearish leg, you're looking to continue lower, right? And unfortunately, we've already tapped the 0.5. So this might be lost completely. But seeing the liquidity on the 12 hour, it's telling us that no, we might make another bounce, take that liquidity, and then go into price discovery. This is what we're hoping for, in case we continue with the bull run. Right? No, we are going to. I hope we are. Please, God. Any other alt you guys want me to look at? But this is it. Let me summarize it for you. VET, I'm not looking for any higher prices than 0.05771. So Dori, legit, I just mark up the chart. So if SL is 5%, then I know I can 19x for liquidation. Yeah, or that way. Dori is actually an amazing trader. He trades like a lot of low caps. He's a really cool guy. Solana, Shady, yay, Solana. I think we already looked at Solana, but let's do it again for Shady. Shady Solana, I'm gonna start with the good news for you. The all-time highs for Solana, or here, whatever we got at around $300, 295.83. This is going to be an area that we're going to revisit this bull run. That's what my crystal ball is telling me. No, I'm joking. That's where the liquidity is on the chart. according to my indicator. So that means to me that this is going to be a magnet for price, which is going to be very, very good because we're dropping like crazy right now and we're trading at the very, very low of this price leg that is bullish. So I'm hoping to just tap into it again and then continue higher. Right? If you ask Joker, he's going to tell you that Solana might go to $70. I don't think that's going to be the case, but yeah. Sui short. Let's look at the Sui short that Dodi is in. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, you know, to be honest, you know, my plans for Sui, I was waiting for Sui to come up here so I can short it, but that's not manifesting for me. So there is no shorts. I'm looking for the long, which is down here somewhere. Again, this is just for illustrational purposes. That doesn't mean that it's the exact trade I'm going to take, but I'm looking for another 17% drop on Sui, and only then I want to enter. You guys, does that make sense? Right? Because we have this big buy zone, and I think it's going to be on the lower end. Like I don't even want to enter at the 50% of this price leg on Sui. I want to wait for a little bit lower prices. So yeah, Dodi, I think your short was very good, man. Well done. Well done. Yeah, that is my TP. Well done. Good stuff. Look at Link. Let's look at Link. Where is Link? You guys, by the way, I started doing like some pre-records for you. I don't know if you like it, but for some reason they work better for YouTube. I don't know, I get more views. Oh, I haven't looked in a link for a long time, but this is a good example. Let's look at this example and see. Okay, so this was the bullish leg that we traded on Link. Right? This was the bullish leg that we've traded on Link. So what do we say? When we trade in a bullish leg, if it's super, super bullish, it's going to reject on the 50% and come in price discovery, which is what happened. Which is not what happened actually. What happened was instead the second scenario in a bullish leg is that instead we trade to the 0.236, which is exactly what happened. And then we either reject from the 0.736, I think it was, or 26, or we don't, and then we go in price discovery, which is not exactly what happened because we completely went up then to the 0.236. We beat the high here, so now we're trading in a new bullish range. So what am I gonna do when I see a chart like this? Well, guess what? Now this is the leg that I'm trading. And I have some zones here on a lower time frame that I've marked, and price has barely even tapped into the 0.236 level. So I'm seeing first level of support is here using my indicator. So that is at $9. Actually, let's delete that. That's at $9.458. So what is that giving us? Oh my god, that's another 28% from here. So we might not even revisit. So we have to look at the buy zones before that. Actually, you know, the buy zones are more important. So as I can see here, I have one zone here that starts at $10.950, and I have another zone at $10.368, and the ultimate support sits at $9.464. So when price starts dropping down and it starts coming to my buy zones here, I'm going to be looking for some sort of reaction and a long here. Thank you for reminding me for Link, because I haven't looked at it for a while. But again, when we see high time frame liquidity, I want you guys again to have a good look at that. We wipe the liquidity, we find you know, resistance, and then we continue lower. BTC is losing. Okay, we might short that. Actually, might do that. Let's have a look. Ugh, so many levels. I need to clear up that chart, but I want to keep all the levels. What can I tell you? Oh my lord. Oh my. Okay, short on a retest. I think that's what I'm going to be looking for once I close that stream, which is going to be in a little bit from now. which is going to be in a little bit from now. Let's see. What is this going to give us? 1 to 4? No, actually, it's going to be more because this is liquidity down here. This low here is liquidity. I bet you it was. Was it on the 15-minute or on the 5-minute? Yeah, on the 5-minute. So yeah, that's gonna be a good 1 to 6.3. But we want price to come back. We want price to come back and retest that level. We might have missed it though. We might have missed it. Actually, no, it didn't. Yeah, it did. Oh my god. While we were looking, we had this candle close below. So if I was not streaming and I'm looking at the chart, right? This candle right here closing below my level, I would have been in that trade right now. Do you get my point? I hope you do, because I would have been here. After this candle close on the 15-minute, on the retest, I'm already in. Right? I'm already in, chasing that low here. And if price stops giving me confidence, I will probably move my stop loss to break even. But maybe we see a retest, maybe not. But to be honest, I don't want to see more retest than that. So, and also we have to see what time it is. Yeah, we're already at 4:30. Market is opening. So it's gonna be a bit tricky, you guys, honestly, because I'll tell you why. Because on CPI, like, this could just be a clear, right? A clear of liquidity, and then price completely moves and changes. That's why CPI is a little bit, you have to trade a little bit carefully. But ideally, if I was here on the charts like 15 minutes ago, that's what I would have done, and my stop loss would have been here. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here, guys. I'll see you on Discord. If you haven't joined, if you haven't liked the video, please go ahead and like it. Thank you for being here. You are absolute superstars, and I love to see you guys here again tomorrow. Yeah, we have one more stream. You're welcome. See you guys.